Hello everybody, I am Dr. Larimore and welcome to Season 2 of Between Two Bulldogs. Today is the premiere episode of the second season Between Two Bulldogs, and we are very fortunate to be joined today by senior Tate Walls.
Hello everybody.
Quiet and humble young man here. Well, Tate, listen, we're going to start right off with something. There was a college coach, Bo Schembechler. He was famous for a certain speech he gave, and he talked about the team, the team, the team, the team. I think a lot of people have been reticent about highlighting a phenomenal game you had recently, and I've been also reticent to do it. So let's just clue everybody in. Against Brandywine, right? You had 2 touchdowns on interception returns, right? And how many other touchdowns did you have?
3 rushing.
3 rushing touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Very humble, very humble. So a total of 5 touchdowns. Bulldogs won 37-0. You also kicked the extra points and a field goal. Right.
Yeah.
I was up in the booth with our announcer, Patrick Vanderslice, and I just said to myself, shades of Ronnie Waller tonight. And he just laughed, and he actually said it out loud. For those of you who don't know, Ronnie Waller was a big football player here in the 1950s. Went on from Laurel to play professionally for the Rams and was Rookie of the Year in the NFL. I don't know if you knew that. Yeah, absolutely. He just died in the last few years, but these are type of stories that we'd hear as my generation and your dad's generation would hear stories about Ronnie Waller. Oh, he scored every point, that night, and he had 2 touchdowns on this and 3 touchdowns on that. So it's kind of the first kind of game I've seen like that. But getting back to Bo Schembechler from Michigan, says team, the team, the team. How do you balance that phenomenal performance with also being a good teammate?
Well, I just try to be a leader as much as I can to my fellow teammates. I mean, a game like that is impossible without any of them. So.
Absolutely, yeah. You just spoke in the wheel, right? Yeah, you got to have the blocking up front.
Yeah. You
got to have great pressure on the quarterback for him to throw those things up to you, like Joe and some of your defensive linemen were doing for you.
It's 11 people.
That warms my heart to hear you say that, Tate. So congratulations. It couldn't happen to a better person. A phenomenal game, and I know that Representative Dukes was calling up the DIA to see, is that a record? Because we don't know, I think in the modern era it has to be a record, but we'll find out about that. Waiting to hear back from Representative Dukes on that. Tell me this, Tate, who's been your greatest inspiration during your high school career?
Probably my dad, honestly. He's always on me about working hard, and I don't know, he's just a good father.
And he was also a Bulldog football player, right?
He was.
Yeah. And then when did he graduate? Do you remember?
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Yeah, he's younger than me, sir. Yeah.
I think that he graduated like 94.
94, 95, somewhere in there. Still a lot younger than me. Tell me this, how much have you grown since your freshman year? What have you seen as the biggest changes in yourself since your freshman year?
I'm a lot better of a listener, especially in football. The coaches doing what they say, and it works out. Yeah,
man, it's surprising how the little changes in your life can make a big deal, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as we speak, right? That's very wise to hear you say that as a senior, so thank you for sharing that. How about this one? What do you want to be remembered for? You've been a part of 2 state championship football teams at Laurel, is that right? You started as a freshman, a sophomore. Last year as a junior, you were injured, missed the whole year. And then the very first time you touched the ball this year in the 24 season, you returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown, right? It was about 90 yards.
I think, 90.
Is that what you want to be remembered for, the 37-point game, or is there something more to Tate Walls that you'd like to be remembered for?
There's football, but I mean, just being a good student, I don't know, just being a leader, helping the lower classmen, like our freshmen this year. We have a lot of good freshmen coming up. I want to be more of a leader towards them, so when they get to like being a junior, senior, they can then be a leader to the younger people.
And I feel a sense of authenticity from you when you say that. I don't think that's just a soundbite. I think that you really have grown into becoming a leader, and that's something that we all should aspire to be a leader worthy of leadership. Last question. What do you want to do with your life?
I do want to do my family business, HVAC.
Okay.
That's definitely what I want to do after high school.
Absolutely. We started an HVAC pathway here that we have in partnership with Woodbridge School District. People think that the high schools just always push academics. We want everybody to have the ability to go to college if they want to go to college, but there's a reason why we brought the HVAC pathway here. You've got first-year HVAC, workers who are making $65,000 a year. Not bad salary, and you have a high ceiling with that also with your father's company, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a great. And are you going to have to lead as the eventual owner of your HVAC company? What do you think?
That's the hope.
That's the
eventually.
Hope,
a lot more learning to do.
Yeah, well, again, listen to your father, all right? Listen to those senior people he has working for them who do a great job with that business. And you're learning the skills now to make sure that you have those skills yourself one day, right? When it's your time to step up and lead.
Yep.
Just like you're doing for the underclassmen now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Between Two Bulldogs, and a special thank you to Senior Tate Walls. We'll see you next time on Between Two Bulldogs. Hey Tate, this is Dr. Lamore and Coach Niblett. We just wanted to call and check in on you.
Sorry we missed your escort and your little parade you had there in Laurel, but we had a previous engagement. Look forward to seeing you, my man. So great to have you back in Laurel.
Just know that you've been on our hearts, and we love and we miss you, and we can't wait to see you.
We love you, my man. You need something, you give us a holler.
Love you, Tate.